Hi, Assalamualaikum. I'm Sakinah and my matrix number is 189797 and this is lax2049 video 4. The topic regarding our news today on entertainment, I'm suggesting to give a review on the latest movie, which is The Social Dilemma on Netflix. So this review, or my review on this movie, is about the documentary on the current social media that affects on our human behavior. So it's written by Jeff Oblonsky, who explores the addiction and the features that actually the things that are shown in the video in the movie itself explains what happens to the human behavior when interacting with the social media. So one of the biggest effect on the social media on us human who is using it is actually our behavior, such as for a teenager who use social media, they are mostly affected by their image. So they are very concerned about how they look like on the internet, how people perceive them. So because of that, the rate of suicide is very high in teenage years. So the other effects on social media towards humans are also how humans are being manipulated. Their data, their privacy are actually being sold to the companies, to companies who sell products. Because even ourselves, like when we scroll to our Instagram, we will always see a recommendation from business companies regarding the things that we always see. For example, if we look on about handbags or clothes, and then suddenly recommendation on people who sell clothes will always pop up in our social media. So that's one of the effects of how social media affects our health. And at the end of the video, they also suggest the positive thing that we can gain from the social media, which is to prevent ourselves being manipulated and also um, being sell our privacy being sell. We have to have good attitude when using this social media. So that's how this thing affect us, and for us to overcome it is by having good attitude towards using it. So don't overuse it, like don't not sleep at 2 just because you're playing watching social media. So we have to have our timetable that uh, that treat us as human being, not as a user who sells our identity to other companies. Yeah, that's all about the review on Social Dilemma.
Okay, thank you, Sakina, for your sharing. Now it is my turn for the topic for my sharing today is a Disney Plus subscription in Malaysia. So Disney Plus is an American subscription video on demand over the top streaming service owned and operated by the Media and Entertainment Distribution Division of the Walt Disney Company. So what is this actually? It is a video streaming app consists of Disney shows and movies which we did and still do watch in our current age. What Ever since Disney Plus launched in the United States earlier this year, we Malaysians have been drowning in jealousy as Disney Plus is only available in few selected countries in the moment, and that includes Indonesia, which is the only country in Southeast Asia to have access to the streaming platform, and we weren't able to watch all the classic and cool new series on the streaming platform. So according to the Variety, which is an American media company that was established in 1905, the Walt Disney Company Southeast Asia has appointed Ahmad Isham Omar, who formerly known as the Chief Executive Officer of Pinewood Studios, as a sub-company of the Media Prima Group, which known as one of the largest production company in Malaysia, as the Executive Director of Content and Creative for Disney Plus, effective immediately. And for Ahmad Isham Omar, Ahmad Isham Omar will be based in Singapore and report to Amit Malhotra, Regional Lead Emergency Markets, uh, the Walt Disney Company Asia Pacific to work on this project together. And for my final words, it was said that we will be be able to serve and subscribe the platform. By the upcoming tutorial, we'll be able to entertainment through this demand uh, streaming apps. Thank you.
So yeah, hi everyone. I would like to continue with my point. So I'm going to talk about entertainment during COVID pandemic, which known as MCO. So first of all, I would like to talk about the entertainment that during the pandemic was cooking. So many people during the MCO time, which was the quarantine time, took the advantage of the opportunity to discover new recipes during the MCO period. So, for example, making dalgona coffees, baking cakes, and making burgers became the trend and the most cooked food during the quarantine period. Researchers also witnessed that there was a sharp increase on the number of searches for bread recipes. There were also quarantine cooking pages which popped up on the Facebook, Instagram, and social medias to lend a sense to community to cook during the pandemic. So people make the cooking as their entertainment during the pandemic season. So from this, people would increase their skills on cooking and also gain some knowledge on cooking. So not only women, men also did the same on the pandemic quarantine times. So beside that, unique hobbies can also classified into the entertainment part. So for example, like gardening. So we can practice on Go Green by planting plants and landscaping in our terrace so that we can protect our Mother Earth. This is a sort of entertainment for the nature lovers and can be an encouragement for the young people to love and protect the world. So people can also do gardening during their free time. It not only beneficially activity for us, but for also for the environment. So we can reduce the pollution to the environment by doing these activities. So as conclusion, we know that activities like these too can classify into entertainment. That's all from me. Thank you.
Thank you, Livinya, for your information. So, for me, I'm going to talk about how reading books is a good source of entertainment because not everyone like love to think that entertainment is always about TV shows and movies and all. So, uh, reading books also can also be considered as an entertainment because books are very like have a large scope of books such as like fiction and non-fiction, and uh, it's also can be like books are open for all ages from kids to the elders. So when you read like fiction books, it can like help with your imagination and your knowledge. So when you read fantasy like books that is fiction, such as like a fantasy book, you can like imagine like something that is like very like out of the world, you know, like, and you read fantasy books like the places, the content, you like you can imagine it yourself. So that's how you entertain like yourself. Okay, so when you read uh, fiction books, you can gain knowledge, and by gaining knowledge, you can use the knowledge to like entertain yourself. Such as you can use the knowledge of like cooking or recipes, so you can cook at your you can cook your own meals, which makes you like happy, and you can like entertain yourself by cooking, by taking the recipe from the book. So uh, also books also can help with your grammar and your know your like vocabulary, so like your vocab. And I really hope that people are not only think that entertainment is always about like TV shows and movies, because reading books also and it also can help you in like it also give many benefits to you. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Okay, so today I would like to talk about YouTube is a part of e-learning course. First of all, uh, YouTube is easy to integrate. It's like an easy task due to variety of learning tools nowadays. We can just watch YouTube to learn about something rather than watch wasteful videos, something like that. Usually, most of people use YouTube to introduce topic or explain about some things. Uh, and personally, I also watch YouTube to learn about something, especially from school, because I usually don't concentrate in class. And yeah, it can use to create and learning communities. It's YouTube offer opportunity to build a strong communities where everyone can comment, contribute, and share their own opportunities. And also, my lecturer also use the YouTube as a medium to share knowledge about my class, and also generous and promotes online discussion. For an example, maybe someone can make YouTube live and they can talk about one topic and they can discuss it, or making a discussion more fun. We can exchange our ideas, something like that. Also, it's an idea for mobile learning, as nowadays not much people affordable to buy any laptop or smartphones is a easy gadget we can bring anyways, so we can learn everywhere by watching a YouTube video. And it also allow micro learning, which is a complex procedure and demonstration of specific skills delivered in a simple way, which is we can understand in just by watch a YouTube video, just like laboratory skills or something like that. And also encourage note taking skills development, which we can pause and rewind our YouTube videos while reviewing, so we can take note and focus down to certain point, which is important point. And then also, for someone who like to learn about how to build a PC, maybe they can learn it just from YouTube. They can make a business, how to conduct a business, something like that. Okay, I think that's all from me. Thank you.
For me, I'm going to talk about how movies influence people's behavior. Like we know, there are many types of movies in the world. Different types of movie will have different influence toward the people who are watching, especially children. For example, if a child watch too much movies that consist of violence, the child will be influenced to be a violent person. This is because children are naive and they tend to learn from their surrounding and from what they have seen. Next, if the movie is about murder or horror story, it will cause fears and sometimes the people will get paranoid and overthink about the situation as they always relate the things that have been happening around them to the movies that they had watched. This will also lead the person to have trust issues. But for movie that consists of comedy or any happy movies, it will actually cheer up the person who are watching it, hence releasing all the stress and tension the person are keeping. Some
Same goes to movies with inspiring story. It will inspire people to change themselves to be a better person. Therefore, I think we should watch movies in the right amount of time. That's all from me.
Assalamualaikum and hi. Okay, tonight I will share to you guys about the benefits of playing video games. Okay, as we know, like playing video games has many disadvantages, like wasting our money, waste our time, like like someone that playing video games like doesn't have future when playing these video games. Okay, first, my point is what is I will share about the benefits. Yeah, okay. First is video games can improve our brain speed. Okay, why I say like that? Because like like you guys know, when we play a game like strategy, we need to make a decision. We can improve our decision making skill. Like we need to make a decision on the right time to achieve the objective of the game when we play. So like like we know, when we play the games, our brain will work continuously to make sure that our brain will work continuously, because yeah, we need to focus on the game to accomplish the mission. Okay, the next is my point is improve our social skill. Okay, when we playing video games that is online, as example online games, we can make a new friend, making a new friend. So when we can make new friend, we have a great connection. We can increase our acquaintances. Uh, Besides, we always playing online games with our old friend. When we play with them, it will make our connection become greater. Like we can play on leisure time, so our bonding with our friends become greater. Okay, that my point is sometimes when we play video games, we can enhance our memory. Like I want to give example. Like some of the video games, they give some instructions at the beginning of the game. So when we play the game, we need to memorize. We need to remember what the mission that we need to do to to advance to the next level. So at this point, I think this is good for our brain memory. Okay. Last but not least, my point is when we play video games, it can improve our concentration and our coordination. Like as we know, when we play video games, our eyes, our ears will work. This our ears, our eyes need to tally when playing video games. We need to focus the entire of the game. Sometimes a second, just a second, when we not focus, maybe our mission will not accomplish. So I think this is great to improve our coordination and attention when playing video games. Okay, despite of the benefits, we know that video games has many disadvantages. So I think we need to control to one who want to play video games need to control their time when spend on these video games. Okay, that's all for me.
Is it my turn? Okay. Hello. Today I will talk about solo activities you can do at home. Uh, First of all, we can because of the pandemic, we must stay at home, so we tend to feel bored. So I will share about things, solo activities to feel bored. So I will share about things you can painting. You don't have to be because of the what is it? Talented to paint because it's very soothing and will help you to lessen your if you're not sure where to stay at home alone. First, you what is it? Talented to send video tales for help. Other than that, you can also cooking. Cooking is actually similar to your stress. If you not it as meditation, this actually help you feel more. Other than that, we can also relax. We can also similar to psychological benefit as meditation rearrange our closet. When this actually help you, we are rearranging our closet. It help can also rearrange our closet. When we are unwanted, I help you also rearrange our closet. Uh, Reorganizing our stuff. With this, we more refreshed and will feel better about ourselves. Other than that, we can also puzzle. A puzzle can be a challenge for our mind. Crossword, riddle, or jigsaw. Other than that, we can concentrating on a tangible challenge that demand attention will push us to think out the box. This will make us feel especially accomplished when you finish the puzzle. It's a puzzle. A puzzle. Other than that, we can also revisit our favorite stories up for but then we shop around yourself and fall into pages of one of your favorite. Other than that, if this we can also read book. With this we are always up for a good new read. There's nothing like the visiting a classic shop around your bookshelf and fall into pages of one of your favorite. Even if you read it
This is about releasing stress through the power of music. So, music can have a profound effect on both the emotion and the body. So, faster music can make you feel more alert and concentrate better. Upbeat music can make you feel more optimistic and positive about life. So, a slower tempo can quiet your mind and relax your muscle, making you feel smooth with releasing the stress of the day. Music is actually effective for relaxation and stress management. So researchers at Stanford University have said that listening to music seems to be able to change brain functioning to the same extent as medication. They note that music is something that almost anybody can access and make it an easy stress reduction tool. So what type music reduce stress the best? So it a bit surprising that is Native American drums and flute are very effective at releasing the mind even when we play moderately loud. So sound of rain, thunder and nature sound may also be relaxing, particularly when mixed with other music. So first you must like the music being played and then it must relax you. You could start by simply exploring the music on YouTube or another web page. In conclusion, there is important to remember that quieting your mind does not mean you will automatically feel sleepy. It means your brain and your body are relaxed and with your new calm self. So you can then function at your best in many activities in daily day. So that's
So now, at the last part, we will go to our discussion. So anyone have any idea?
Okay, so I do agree to add Karen's news in our newspaper segment this time because uh, Karen's talk about movie gives influence to us, even to adult and even child as well, especially child. So it is to give them exposure how bad it is and how good it is can be, so they could rethink and get and choose the best movie to give them a positive side, positive impact into.
I would choose Balki's points on Disney. She talked about Disney and entertainment. It was a nice topic and quite new for me. I would choose Balki's point.
For me, Zulnajmi news also a great point when he said about YouTube is the source of learning, because we know during MCO, when ODL, like our lecturers always update some education videos on the YouTube. So I think it's like very close to us as we as online student right now. So about how you guys about other opinions?
I agree with Balkis to take Karen's articles, because I think that is what happen nowadays when like people always like influenced by movies that they watch, like their actions always uh like the movie always affect their actions in reality. So I think it's a very good article. And for the second article, I think I'm going for Zulnajmi's article, because I think uh, like YouTube really helps like us, especially student, in like education and stuff, especially when it involves like mechanisms like 3D videos and all. YouTube always like help us with education. So yes.
So how about you, Livinya? What your what opinion?
So I also like Karen's topic about uh, entertainment. So I would also choose Karen's one. And also Zulnajmi's also what was a good point.
So I
So I
think
would
okay, Ajmi.
so I agree with all of you, which is Karen's article, which talk about how movies influence people nowadays, especially for kids, because kids nowadays there's too much exposed to mobile phones or some kind of YouTube. They watch lots of videos, maybe another than Didi and friend, maybe I don't know. So we need to talk about it to make sure everyone realize about how bad uh that kind of videos exposed to childrens. And I also agree with Hasif point which talk about video games, because nowadays in era of 2020 most people like streaming because all people know about our idol Solos, and so most people influence with him to play video games, which we saw him. He has a great career in video games. That's
So I
For
think
me, I guess wait. So majority picked who's Karen, right? I also agree with that because that idea is very wide. It doesn't specifically say who our aim is, because we are reaching out to a lot of levels of people. So that kind of news can really interact with a lot of people. Yeah.
so I think the first news that we will choose is Karen's news. So how about the seconds? About because I think there is varieties of idea.
I vote
So
for
for
Zulnajmi.
Yeah.
wait, so for me, I think I will choose Hasif News about benefit the playing video game because in video game we can have 100% focus on the game and concentrate at the surrounding. So for example, when we play the PUBG, we need to focus and concentrate about the surrounding, uh, either there are enemy or not. If we don't concentrate or focus, maybe we will attacked by the enemy. Uh, Also, we should have the strategy in the game. So same like when we have online distance learning, so we will focus 100% on the lecturer. Okay, that's all.
So should we vote on Zulnajmi's or Hasif point?
Uh, Ajmal, what your
Mm,
opinion? Because I think the two news.
I think I go with Zulnajmi's point because it is very relatable to me, and because I am also a student, I also use YouTube to solve many of my problem. Okay, that
So I think we already have the result. So the two news tonight is Karen's news and Zulnajmi news about how the movies influence uh, people, and YouTube is a great source of learning. So I think our meeting tonight is going to end. So yeah, thank you everyone for your cooperation, for your listening, for your sharing. Bye.
Thank you, everyone.
thank you everyone.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Bye.